OCs. I have OCs. You have OCs. We have OCs. And if you don't, make some. I don't know. Hello. Welcome back. I'm the Chemimations with 2 M's and no N, though recently it has been brought to my attention that Chemimations does have an N, even with 2 M's. So, when I say that, just think of it not being Chemination, but Chemimation. Okay? And it's like that because animation is not spelled animation, it's animation. So if I get rid of anim and I put cam in, then it's Chemimation. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, since it was my birthday this last month, I've had some extra money to spend on various items. And one of my favorite items that I've been spending said money on is OC merchandise. And despite art being my favorite hobby, and I know some of you are like this too, I like my OCs, but I don't like drawing them a lot. Like, yes, I love them, but sometimes, you just don't want to. Especially if there's art block or stuff like that. So, I'm here to give you some alternatives of things you could do with your OCs with pre-existing art or super easy to do art. Okay, yeah, here we go. Now, these are really easy to do. You can just use pony beads or whatever kind of beads you have available. And you can go any kind of customization from choosing colors that they like and putting them in the bracelet, or putting their name on the bracelet, or charms that relate to them on the bracelet. Here's some examples of OC bracelets I have. This is my Eric one. So we have all his main colors. And this is my Zach one. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, you can make these yourself, or there's a bunch of Etsy shops, which I will mention a lot in this video. Etsy is great. There's a lot of Etsy shops that will sell custom bracelets for like $4, which is pretty good because I don't have to go out and buy all the supplies. So obviously this one is a little harder than the last one, but as you can see on screen, I've been slowly learning how to sew, and obviously it won't be up to par with like big company plushies, but as long as you think it looks good, that's all that matters. As long as you can throw it at the wall or soak it in milk and then freeze it, that's all that matters. Now, while it's the cheaper option, making them yourself isn't all you can do. You can commission someone to make an embroidered, more official looking plushie, though those tend to be around, I'd say $100 in price, maybe $200. I don't know. All I know, they're very expensive. But I personally like just making handmade plushies. I think they're so great, especially for how cheap they can be. Alongside that, you can also go and commission a crochet artist. This is something I did with my OC Eric, and I haven't got him in the mail yet because obviously it takes a while to make. But here's a picture that the seller sent me. Oh my god, he's so cute. Guys, this was only $18 on Etsy. What a steal. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. Because the last two, while cheap, do cost some money to do. This one is a great alternative if you don't have any money to spare. So making a Spotify playlist is pretty, you can either choose songs that the character would listen to if they were listening to music, or you could use songs that remind you of them, or songs that link to certain parts of their story. This is my Eric playlist and my Lucifer playlist. You can see in my Eric playlist, I commissioned my friend T. I'll put their commissioned stuff on the screen. Go give them money. Yeah. So, making Spotify playlists are really fun, super easy, and I encourage you to do so if you haven't already. And if you'd like to, you can take it a step further and go on Etsy. And if you're one of those physical media kind of gals or guys or person, then you can order a CD of said playlist for, I think I got one for around $15. So, yeah, super cool. Keychains are super fun. I've gotten a few from this website called Woo-A-Cry, I don't know. But basically, if you put your art into this website, then you can make keychains and a whole bunch of other stuff. They have acrylic stands, pins, I don't know. They sell like everything. But if you don't want to do that, you can always make it out of felt or do a shrinky dink and then put that on a keychain. There's so many options. As long as you have a ring for it to hang on, you can make a keychain. Here's some of the keychains that I've made, and also one that I got for Christmas from my friend. Thank you, Secret. Yeah, they're just super fun. Super fun. Yeah. Now, this one's pretty similar to the last one. Here's some pins I've either had commissioned or made myself. And I have a pin maker, but I've seen people make custom pins with like safety pins and bottle caps, and I think they look really cool. So if you obviously don't have access to a pin maker or some kind of website that makes them, then you can do that as a cheap alternative. If you're even crazier than just having a few pins, then you could make a character-inspired Ita bag, which is something I plan to eventually do in the future once I get enough merchandise. I've seen some of these online of people doing their OCs or just specific characters they like, and they are so cool, guys. I hope you liked at least one of these ideas. If you would like to see a part 2, I have many more ideas. I'm just trying to, get a video out. Yeah, I'm currently working on a Chuck E. Cheese video, but I feel like every single time I say, oh, I'm working on a video, the video I talk about never comes to fruition. So hopefully that curse doesn't continue with this, because I really like the premise of this video. So yeah, let me know some things you've done with your OCs that you think others would like to try out. And, all the stuff. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and, yeah. Okay, bye. Mwah.